Well, hello, my inky friends. This is Cindy Lynn with My Inky Fingers. Thank you so much for joining me today on my YouTube channel and blog. If you're new here, welcome. I am over the moon excited. I am just obsessed with this kit. And if you saw my unboxing, I mean, when you look at these cards are just, they're just too adorable to alter. I mean, they're so perfect on their own. So for today's alternative, I'm going to show you how to make a card and not use up any of your awesome, delicious little supplies in your kit. Now, today's card is inspired by a card I designed for my card making class. That's a live class, and it's actually tomorrow, which it's not too late to register. So you can head over to my website. I'll link the link down below for you guys, or you can join my channel. Just click join under any of my videos or on my homepage, and you've got an all access pass to the class tomorrow. So I'm going to show you guys today though how I did those little ice cream cones, but I'm going to do them on the popsicle sticks. So if you watch my unboxing, I was like done yesterday and I wasn't even going to do the unboxing, but I did, and I'm glad I did because you guys loved it. And then I was done again. But I could not settle because I just had to make this alternative card for you guys. So that's the inside of the envelope. And I'm going to go grab the envelope and show you here. All you got to do, pull that open, cut your strips. The strips are, I've got all the measurements listed on my blog. I'm not even going to pretend I can read my measurements. So they're all on my blog for you guys. And that's also linked down below. But you're going to cut those strips and we're going to make this awesome little split cut card, if you will. I'm going to use the ice cream designer series paper like they had mentioned in the paper pumpkin kit. I mean, how can you not, right? So a top folding card on any white cardstock, cut off the bottom 1.5 inches, flip it over, line your score line up the top fold at the 1.5 and cut that again. So you're left with a middle piece, but you can use that for other stuff. Now, this is the large and small frame dies, if you will, from the Hippo and Friends. Die cut those as many times as you need for each card. You'll need one of each for each card that you're making. I'm going to suggest using your Stamparatus today, and I'm going to show you why. Here, I'm going to tell you guys in a minute, but I was thinking something totally different with this, and I'm looking at it going, I was going to do what I'm going to do after on here, and then I'm like, oh, I can't. This is only a lined stamp. Like, it's not a solid stamp, so I couldn't do my watercolor inking, smooshing, sponging technique, if you will. So I've got these all laid out and I had too many, but I ended up needing them later because I totally didn't press record when I took a quick break. I did a whole bunch of this card. I did all of this and didn't even record it. So I had to, this is actually redoing, okay? So here in the ice cream stamp set, okay, that solid popsicle stick background is going to be perfect for what we need. So you're going to stamp it on your acetate. I've just laminated some grid paper there. And then I'm going to line it up right over top of that stamp, okay? Then I'm going to add my inks, and all the inks I used are listed down below and on my blog. So a 2 ink combination. Now here's the key. You're going to spritz it with some water. And wait, check that. Look at that. Will you just look at that? I just love the way that looks. Now I'm going to show you how to sponge it, because if you don't have a Stamparatus, or you don't want to do that technique, or you don't have the stamps, this is another way to do it. And it's just as pretty. Just blend that ink and leave that little bit of white spot. It's kind of like when the popsicle freezes and the coloring doesn't all settle, you know, you get that white spot. Totally perfect, right? So here, I'm going to show you the other color. This one is the greens, Old Olive with the Bermuda Bay. And I think this one's my favorite because I love the green. And just spray it again and poof, there you go. It is so stinking adorable. So I had intended to only do 1 popsicle on each card, but I ended up with 2. So here you can use the triangle, the cone, out of the same stamp set. If you don't have it, I'm going to show you what to do too. But I'm going to just blend that one up because I don't think I showed you guys how to blend that one. But that's the Bermuda Bay and the Old Olive, of course, right? So you could also, if you have the Tim Holtz Distress Inks, you could use those and then sprinkle some water on them and kind of lift some of the ink off. That would be super cute. I've got those. I don't ever really pull them out and show you guys. But so here, I'm going to line up that triangle and I'm going to cut these apart because I don't want to get any ink smooshing where it doesn't belong, right? So I'm going to line that triangle up right over top of the popsicle stick. Ink that up. Now I'm going to stamp off one time because I want to use the 2nd generation ink with a little bit of added ink with my dauber. Spritz that and look at this. And this is the beauty of using a Stamparatus, but I like a little white in there and, you know, just kind of going with the flow of what we did on the popsicle. So here, again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to ink it up the second time because I've got enough ink on there, right? But look at that. It's so perfect. I just love it. And they turned out so cute when I fussy cut them. So here, you can just add a little bit of ink with your sponge dauber. There's no rhyme or reason. Don't do anything special or perfect here, okay? Now, I wanted to use those little sprinkle stamp thingies, and that's just my destatification tool there. I can't link it because it was a powder puff from some powder that I had. I just wanted to be fancy schmancy and put that in there. So I'm going to heat emboss all those little sprinkle things with the white. And I don't think they turned out on the popsicles the way I pictured them in my mind. So I'm going to heat emboss them, but then you know me, if you watch my channel, you know I am splattering everything. So I'm going to splatter these and the envelope paper and the DSP, and I'm going to show you all of that. But I did get them heat set. And here's my splatter box. I'm going to pull this out. And I'm going to actually wait until afterward to splatter those because I want to get all of my paper dry, right? Because the splatter, depending on how thick you lay it on, you may need a little bit more time for it to dry. So that's my white gouache splatter. I'll link my sprays and splatters recipe video and the blog post for you guys so that you can, actually the blog post is in the video so you can click that for the recipes. So I'm just going to apply all of that because I mean, how can you not, right? So now these are nice and dry. But they were probably dry anyway because I did heat emboss them, right? But I'm going to fussy cut them out. And it wasn't that bad because, you know, there's not a lot of detail to them. So here, just a quick little montage of everything that I splattered. There's no need to show you over again because you guys get it. You know how to splatter. And now here. This is where I started playing and I was like, how do I want to do this? So I decided where I wanted my sentiment, and you can use any sentiment you want here, but I'm going to use the happy birthday, and my camera stand was touching my workspace and I got a little shaky here. I apologize. I'll try to not do that in the future, but I'm going to use the Stamparatus again because I've got to stamp this quite a few times to get a really good impression. And that there dry erase marker, I saw Jennifer McGuire using it and I was like, girl, she's so smart. So I had to pick one up too. I'll link that for you guys down below. No more having to use your palm or your sweater or a chamois or whatever. So here, I'm going to apply these with the mono adhesive. I'm going to link the seal for you because we don't carry this one anymore. I'm just trying to use it up because I find that the liquid glue leaves a little bit of an impression on designer series paper, but I've got a massive glue comparison coming up. So I'm going to see if there's a glue that doesn't do that anymore. So I just wanted a little variation, and seeing as I had to cut a strip off my cardstock, I made 2 of each. And here, this is the largest of your 2 frames, okay? So put a little liquid glue, just enough, and lay it over your card first so you can eyeball what's going to actually touch the card and hold all the front together, and only put enough for that. You don't want any of your glue squishing out or gluing to the inside of your card, so be real careful here. And then my camera died. So nevertheless, I did put my big F block over top of that. So as you can see, I'm lining up that bottom there, and then I'm just kind of eyeballing this. There's no precision here. I mean, you know, I don't judge. You do it the way you want to do it. So here, I'm going to decide which one I want popped up with my dimensionals and which one I want glued flat down. So I'm just flipping upside down the ones I want popped up, and I'm going to apply all my dimensionals. And then I'm going to go and reverse all the ones that are going to lay flat and just put some glue on them. I mean, this is assembly line, okay? I'm getting everything done all at once. Now, I'm going to pick up the one with the glue with my tweezers and hold the one with my dimensionals and just kind of eyeball and get a feel for where I want. And here, yeah, my mind, I had said I was going to do 2 of the same color. And then I was just like, I wasn't feeling it. Don't you agree? It looks like so much better with 1 of each color. And I know the background is the blue-green on this one, and that's why I was going to go with 2 of the same color. But, you know, I like the way it looks like this. And that popsicle was a little too not high enough. It was a little too close to my sentiment, so I had to move that. Thank God for the liquid glue. It hadn't dried yet. Now, the smaller of these 2 frames, as long as you put it dead center on the insert or the inside of the card, it won't show through. And here, you guys, if you don't know already, I am obsessed with these 2022, 2023 in color jewel things. I've actually ordered 2 more. Or no, I couldn't order 2 more. I tried, but on the pre-order, you're only allowed 1. So I can't be greedy. But there you have them. They are so, so adorable. So I hope you enjoyed this alternative. If you want to make one, head over to my Facebook group and upload it. I would love to see it. And until I see you guys again, take care and happy stamping.